Welcome back to the Mini MBA Hub. Today we're exploring how competitive forces shape strategy. Using Apple as our case study, we'll break down the macro environment versus the task environment, and then dive deep into Porter's 5 forces to understand the intensity of competition in the tech industry. By the end, you'll see exactly how Apple defends its position and why customer loyalty is its greatest weapon. External analysis, macro versus task environment. The macro environment includes broad forces like politics, economics, technology, society, environment, and law, what we call pestle. These are forces outside a company's control, but they shape opportunities and risks. The task environment, on the other hand, is closer to home: competitors, suppliers, customers, and substitutes. This is where the daily battles happen. For Apple, both environments matter. Trade wars, macro, affect supply chains, while rivalry with Samsung, task, shapes pricing and innovation. Porter's 5 forces shaping strategy. Now let's determine the competitive intensity of the industry by looking at Porter's 5 forces. Rivalry among existing competitors. Apple faces fierce competition from Samsung, Google, and Amazon. Rivalry drives innovation and pricing strategies. Threat of new entrants. High costs and Apple's strong brand recognition make entry difficult, protecting Apple's position. Threat of substitutes. Apple's ecosystem lock-in, like the Lightning port, reduces substitution risks. Customer loyalty is reinforced by seamless integration across devices. Bargaining power of suppliers. Apple's scale gives it leverage. Suppliers compete for Apple's business, keeping their power low. Bargaining power of buyers. Individual customers have little bargaining power, but collectively, demand shapes Apple's pricing and product strategy. Customer loyalty and loyalty programs. Apple's greatest weapon isn't just technology, it's customer loyalty. Once inside the Apple ecosystem, customers rarely leave. Proprietary standards, seamless integration, and loyalty programs like Apple One bundles make switching inconvenient. This loyalty reduces the threat of substitutes and strengthens Apple's competitive edge. Strategic takeaways. External analysis. Apple must adapt to macro forces like regulation and climate change. Competitive intensity. Rivalry and innovation define the tech industry. Customer loyalty. Apple's ecosystem and loyalty programs are key to long-term success. Strategic actions. Diversify suppliers, expand services, and keep innovating to stay ahead. So, whether we look at the macro environment or the task environment, one truth stands out: competitive forces shape strategy. Apple's success depends on reading the environment, outsmarting rivals, and keeping customers loyal. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Mini MBA Hub for more strategic deep dives. And tell me in the comments, do you think